I'm Shelley Craft. The block has absolutely monstered onto our screens for season 20.
Yes.
And not without a bit of controversy. I mean, we've got people falling out of trees and not turning up for things and leaving and complaining, and it's just building, isn't it, Scotty?
It is just building. That's what I say to him, mate. Put the nail bag on and start swinging. That's what you got to do. And you know, it's actually not that hard, but the block is quite hard. There's lack of sleep and all that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah,
but if
blah,
you
blah,
just
blah.
knuckle down
Yeah, the building
and get
part's
stuck
easy, right?
get stuck into it, you'll get through it.
Shelley, you've been on the show for not quite as long as our elder statesman here, but you'll have learned a few things. What's your best tip for anyone that gets on the block?
Well, hopefully they've all watched the season beforehand.
Right.
If you are going to audition for the block, I do suggest very strongly that you watch a couple of seasons beforehand so
Correct.
you know what you're getting into.
Right.
We have people turning up saying they're massive fans of the show, but it appears they've actually... Well,
Not watched a minute.
well, they've watched a minute, they just haven't taken it on board.
They
because
think
they were
they're
very
smoke and mirrors.
surprised.
They think there's smoke and mirrors involved. And they get there and they go, oh, well, we're not going to sleep on site. There's going to be some help, but there's no help.
There's no help.
And there's no motel rooms.
Well, there is help. You've just got to pay for it yourself,
Yes.
right? And you've got to
There's your
find your own
budget. Go
tradies.
for it.
That's right. Go for
Yeah,
it.
and he said, of course we're going to sleep every night. They can't make us do that, like not sleep. There's no sleep.
But if they worked harder during the day, then they would get a lot more sleep, wouldn't they?
Friday, Saturday, Monday, hour, you work, you don't sleep.
And then they've got to deal with this lot
Yeah,
on
right.
a Sunday, right?
We'll get to them in a second. So, 20 seasons of the block, a huge effort, no question.
It
You've
was a
been
very big effort on our part, wasn't it?
18 of them, Scotty.
18?
That's, I mean, by any stretch, that's monster in the Australian television industry. To be able to show for that long, congratulations.
Thank you. Very lucky to be on such a great show, and very lucky to have a show that's been well managed and well produced.
Yes.
That you know, we do the talking. There's a raft of people behind the scenes that put it
Chris
together,
and co.
put it together, and create a great show that, which I always answer, that mum, dad, and 3 kids can watch.
Yep.
That's what I think the success of our show is. That we're like a good old-fashioned family viewing.
Is it going to be that this year, though? I mean, there's already some...
Yeah, it's always family viewing. A few
complaining.
roller coaster moments.
There's a lot to learn, isn't
Right.
there? There's a lot for our kids to learn from watching the show.
Yes.
Um,
Don't be like that.
special words that we don't repeat at the table.
That's right. You don't have a bleep button in your own house.
No.
So, you know,
The block is massive. We're going to see it all play out in front of us. Hopefully, again, massive results, but who knows, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing outside the block's control is what they sell for, right?
Yeah.
absolutely out of our control.
Most
Yep.
important episode of our working life every year, and we've got absolutely no control. We don't know what's going to happen.
And that's the block, the beauty of the block.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like live TV. Just got to go with the flow.
Don't even start me.
Yeah.
Scotty Cam, Shelley Craft, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a
Anytime.
great Logie.